Thank you for joining my channel. I'm really excited to get this off the ground, and what my channel is going to be focused on is watches, and the focus is on watches that for most of us we can afford. They're not going to be lavish, over-the-top watches. They're going to be watches that I feel are everyday watches that we can have some fun with. Some of them are going to be sports watches, some of them are going to be dressy watches, but there's going to be quite a mixture. I like to collect all sorts of different ones, but I want to keep the price at a point where it's not outrageous and yet you can still have fun doing collecting. Again, welcome to the unboxing. One of the things I like to do when I start to unbox is I like to put on gloves, and reason being, my hands get very greasy, so I don't want to spread that grease and oils right onto the watch straight away. I mean, when I get to wear it, that's fine, but not for this part of it. The other thing is I tend to nick myself a lot, so at least the gloves will show the blood real well. For this one, I've got just a regular knife, and I always be very careful. This package came from England. The guy wanted to make sure there's absolutely no way to get into it. I'm surprised it made it. It did take a long time, so that could be it. But I just do very fine cuts along the edge here. Yeah, that's perfect. And let's do the other side. Now, I was really happy with my buy here because the seller was asking in price, and at the time I wasn't anywhere close to where I wanted to pay. And because nobody else was offering, he suddenly said, okay, let me lower the price a little bit. As you see, he did use an awful lot of tape. Okay, let's get this baby open. Sometimes you need a few extra muscles to open some of these packages, that's for sure. Well, nice to use some bubble wrap, that's good. And this one is a Vostok Europe watch. And one of the nice thing about Vostok Europe, a lot of their watches, they put in these dry boxes. So that's really nice. It protects them when they're being shipped, but it's also a nice way to store them so that they don't gather dust. But let's open this little one up and take a look at what we have inside. So, got the little stickers that they like to give us. They have the little manual telling you how to operate it, which is always fun. I like to keep those. One of the things Vostok Europe does is they're dive watches, and they usually only make 3,000 of any particular model. And so you can see this one is number 138 of 3,000. But the other thing they do, they make sure that they are watertight before they send them out. And that's kind of impressive. A lot of companies don't do that. And you just hope that it meets the guidelines that they say. So, has the helium release valve because it goes down to 300 meters. And this is something that's really nice too, is if you don't have any watches that have these tubes, they're a gas, so they light all the time. I think their life expectancy is like 25 years. So that's kind of nice. They don't fade during the night. But they're not too bright that they're annoying. So that's really nice. Now let's look at this. Now this is a super heavy watch. It's part of their Energia range. came with the steel bracelet, and it's made for a big guy. I'm gonna have to resize that, so I'll probably make a video about that when I do it. And simple complication. Now this one is a quartz one, and that's okay. Some of these dive watches, you actually would like them to be that way. But actually a very nice watch, nice and sturdy. It's a very heavy, might be too heavy with the stainless steel band. So what they do send you with a second band usually. And the way the Energia, they have extra centers for changing bands. And they give you this nice little tool to help you along. The other thing that they do, you can take these out and then you actually have space for 4 watches if you want to. I usually only keep 1 watch in each of the boxes, but it's very okay for you to do it with a couple of boxes. And the other thing they have is you can turn this around like so, and your extra straps can go up there. So quite a nice case. Let's say a very nice, clean, good looking watch. I will probably size this tomorrow and wear it tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited. Anyhow, again, hit the subscribe button and I will give you a review on this watch after I've worn it for a little bit. So thank you and enjoy.